My buddy always plays pranks on me, and you know Joe Killington, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Whenever we do a Zoom session, he pretends that his Zoom's frozen up, and he goes, oh. And every single time I fall for it, so yeah.
That's hilarious.
It messes up enough without you joking about it.
Right? Exactly. But I need to start doing that. I'm going to steal that from Joe. In the middle of an artist interview, be like, so as I was...
Yeah, exactly.
Sam Gray, it is awesome seeing you again. It has been way too long. Welcome to America's Dance 30.
Thank you so much, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Now, I think the last time we got to hang out might have been like 2019 BC, before COVID.
Totally, yeah. Before COVID, Jesus.
You know what?
We went to a football game.
That's right. I forgot about the football game. I was thinking Fort Lauderdale.
I can't remember, man.
No, but we did go to a football game. I totally forgot about that. We went to a Bucks game with Kerry Vance.
I don't think we watched much of it. It was more beer drinking than football games going on.
Excuse me. Speak for yourself. I'm a huge Buccaneer fan, so I was watching the game.
Okay. All right.
While you and Casey were drinking beer.
Yeah, right. It was just my habits. It's just my addiction.
Now, how have you and Casey been during the entire pandemic?
We've been good. We've been hanging out. We had actually, you're a cat guy, right?
I mean, I'm not a cat guy. I am a proud parent of 2 kids.
Right. So basically, I feel like I've just been like, half of me's been writing music and half of me's been bringing up like kittens and cats and learning how to deal with. We got like 12 cats right now.
I'm sorry. What?
I know, right? I'm going to send you pictures after this. We've got we had this mama cat that was a baby cat from our next door neighbor. And then she had a litter of 6-7 kittens, and kind of like a few of them through like unforeseen circumstances died. But then like 5 of them survived. And then we didn't give any of them away. So we kept 5. And then 1 of the girls got pregnant and had a bunch of had 8 kittens. So now we can't give them away quick enough. There's this cat that keeps coming around and just like basically knocking up our cats. So we've got loads of them, but they're so cute. I've turned from a dog guy to a cat guy really quickly.
Welcome to the club. I'll send you a membership card. That's got to be insane, because I had an ex-girlfriend of mine living with me, and I had my 1 cat. She had 3 cats, and that was too much. So I can just imagine.
Yeah. In the kind of like most PC way of saying it, it's been a messy show. But we've just been hanging out, and we've been trying to stay healthy and eat good food, and we're slowly meeting up with friends again and going out again. And I think the world's kind of not as scared as it was, I suppose, which has been amazing, because we played a show actually. I'm in a country duo, as you know, Brown and Gray, and we played a show a couple of nights ago in downtown Nashville, and that was awesome, just to see loads of friends and family come out. And so that was like the first time we played live since like 2 years.
That's what I was actually going to ask you next, because for anybody that doesn't know, Sam, not only are you a solo vocalist, but you're a songwriter for a ton of other artists, and 1/2 of Brown and Gray, the amazing country duo. I saw that you guys got to perform earlier this week. What was it like being your first show back?
It was really exciting. It was weird singing down a microphone again, like that's not in the studio, because it's just a different kind of sound. It feels dry, like really dry, the vocal, when you sing down the mic. But you get used to it after like a couple of sound checks, and it was just awesome, man. Just having people there in the room and the vibe in the room, and just conversing with the audience, and yeah, it's just like throw me in the deep end and you just swim again. I'm like a duck to water. Maybe like a dog to water. Some of them sink and some of them float.
And I've told this story before on America's Dance 30 about how my first festival back working was Sunset Music Festival, and it was such a weird experience because, after a year and a half of not seeing people, all of a sudden you're with 30,000 people, and it's like, is this real life right now? Is that what it was like for you guys at first?
It was really nuts. I mean, it's just not only just playing live, it's like seeing people in the green room and meeting up with friends, and you forget how much talking there is before you actually play. So I was trying not to lose my voice before I played the show, just from talking to people, just from my cheekbones were aching, like my cheek muscles need a workout again. I'm like smiling, and I just like really stiff on stage. But it was just, I mean, like I say, after 10, 20 minutes hanging out with people again, it just feels natural again.
Well, let's talk about everything Unbreakable. Was this your first number one?
First number one as a vocalist, on the dance chart. I think my first number one as a songwriter was Hardwell and Austin Mahone. Creatures of the Night was my first ever number. But this is a whole different feeling and excitement and level of opportunity. And it's just been insane, man. Just seeing that song's rise. And you guys, thank you so much for spinning it so much. And it's just, I get butterflies when I think about it, because it's just, it's super exciting.
Yeah, congratulations on it going number one. How was the song born with TELYKast?
So I wrote with a really good friend of mine who he lives in LA. He's from Manchester. And I lived probably like when I was studying music in Manchester for like 10 years in Manchester. We get on really well. That was a Zoom session. It was like early 2021, I think we wrote that song. It was just like me and him on a Zoom session. He said to me, "Do you want to jump on Zoom and write a cheeky smash?"
Now, is this a practical joke, or are you really locked up?
This time, honestly, I'm not just like deliberately glitching it. So the Unbreakable tune, me, a buddy of mine, Nile Rogers, who I write with quite a lot, just jumped on Zoom, and he said, "Do you want to write a cheeky smash?" I was like, "Yeah, let's jump on and write a cheeky smash." So we get on there. And I just played. I mean, I was playing simple, like trying to vibe with chords and stuff. And he always throws some really cool melodies out there, and it just came together really easily. And Casey is awesome with their lyrics as well and melodies. And we had like a simple like melody idea, me and Casey, and then Neil gave it that 10-20% more as well. And then we just recorded it on the keys. I think it was the lyric before it was Unbreakable. Just like, when the world's on fire, someone's cold. Unbreak my heart, I think it was, or something. And Neil was like, "What about if he started singing Unbreakable?" And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. That's a really great message, like for now and for the time we're in. We're building something unbreakable." I think it's a really positive, like everyone the world was kind of like down and out at the time, and everyone just needs positivity and love. So we called it that, and I recorded a simple demo on keys. And then I think Neil started working with TELYKast, the TELYKast guys, and he sent it across to those guys, and they absolutely loved it and just requested the stems straight away and worked on the song. And the next time, it was literally like probably 2 months later, I heard a version from those guys, and it was like, wow, they just blew it out of the water. It was like, I feel like everybody we worked with, since the basic idea was like 10-20% extra on the song. And, teamwork makes the dream work, right? So it's just, that's how the song came to life. And it took a full team to make it the magic that it is, for sure. And I got onto Neil on WhatsApp straight away. I was going, "We're on a cheeky smash, buddy." And he was like, yeah, mate, it sounds awesome. And we were just like, flames all the way across WhatsApp.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely took the words out of my mouth. It's an absolute smash. You guys killed it. By the way, I just heard the stripped down version that you did of it. And don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think your voice has ever sounded better. It is amazing.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I think there's a little bit of, maybe it was just the COVID. I've just come off the back of a cold or something, but there was like a bit of grit in my voice at the time. And I just ran with that and just comped to vocal from that gritty. I was like, okay, I'm just going to run with this, see people like it. I usually sing smoother than that, but it was like hanging on for my life, like it was like a bit gritty. So I liked it, and people are digging it. So maybe I'll keep that now. Maybe I'll be like,
I don't know how to suggest this, but I guess maybe get sick every time you're about to record.
Give me a call now,
Well, listen, as we were talking about, of course, you've written for a lot of artists. I mean, Hardwell, the Chainsmokers, Flo Rida, Nile Rogers, Nicky Romero, Ava Max, and the list just goes on and on. Do you have a favorite song that you've written for another artist?
I really love the fact that similar, well, basically pretty much the same team that wrote the recent Medusa and Hosier song. So that's a song that I wrote with Neil Ormandy as well, and it came out of a similar time, a similar kind of mindset, and similar time in the year. So it was, I call it biased because it's like a recent song that I released or something, but that's one of my favorites, man. Just because of the time of life I'm in and the studio that I've just built this place with Casey. We had it earlier this year. Actually, Christmas Day, I finished this desk. I was working on Christmas Day on the desk that I recorded Unbreakable on. So, yeah, it's just the magic that where we're at and the property we bought in Nashville and the place we're living now. I think that's probably one of my favorite ones I've ever written. Lyric as well. I love the lyric on that tune as well. So
hopefully, Tell It to My Heart is going to be another number one. So we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah, I hope so.
Sam, you're going to get a kick out of this video when I finally post it because it's like all frozen. You're going to be like, was Fink messing with me?
Since I opened with that, man, I just cursed myself.
Listen, the studio is beautiful, but you got to get some better Wi-Fi in there.
No, my mesh system is awful. Eero, if you're listening, Eero, you got to put up, man. We need some.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's frozen again. Oh, dear.
It's like we're doing this on dial-up.
We should do paper cutting next time, man. Run one all the way to Florida.
For our next interview, I'm just going to submit all my questions through a pigeon, and I'm going to send the pigeon your way.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, Sam, it is awesome seeing you again. Congratulations on your number one with TELYKast. Thank you so much for your time on America's Dance 30.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks for all your support. Love you, dude.